All right. We're going to be driving over to the site of the condominium slash apartment complexes where poor Juan Sebastian was found in a retention pond yesterday. And I've got our little turtle. So hopefully there's some kind of memorial. I saw that they actually had a vigil last night, which I'm kind of sad. I wanted to go to that, but I missed it. So I'm about to start driving, and I won't be looking at chat, but I'll just keep talking to you guys. So hang tight, okay? Here we go. Anyways, I started looking into some of the forums and for comments underneath all of the news postings, and I found a little bit of information that is being repeated. But again, I'm not certain as to how truthful the posting is. There is still several people that stated that the stepdad or the dad, I'm unsure if it was the stepdad or the bio dad, but it was said that the parental figure, the male in the home, was in fact let out in handcuffs. And so from what I was talking with you guys about this morning and how words are important and the way they're said. So I read a comment that said the father figure, whether it's the bio or the stepdad, had collapsed once he was informed that it was in fact his son. And then he was basically placed into handcuffs, and then he was read charges to which people were witness to because it was live. Well, the charges stated that you are not to leave an individual under 14 unsupported. And so a lot of people instantly thought that that just meant that he wasn't allowed to leave the kid at home. But I don't believe that is the case. What I started seeing underneath the comments and the posts and stuff that I was kind of following along to see if I could figure out what's happened was that allegedly the male figure in this young man's life had kicked him out of the house, and he was seen allegedly, again, I don't like doing speculation or rumor, but it would help shed a little bit of light as to why this male figure could have possibly been arrested. It was said that the kid was seen begging for money at a certain spot and that he was allegedly kicked out of the home. And so therefore, to me, that makes sense as to why they could charge the individual with not supporting, meaning not providing a home, shelter, food, water. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's true though. And I haven't gotten a chance to look up. I've been at work and been pretty busy at work today, but I haven't had a chance to look to see whether or not I could find the individual in the um in the docket for the court. But I don't believe that there's an age where a child is not allowed to be left at home. Like it's up to your own discretion. So I don't believe that he would have been in trouble for leaving a 12-year-old at home, because at 12 years old, most kids that are not disabled are able to fend for themselves for the most part, unless they would be talking about maybe the language barrier, and if like maybe the kid isn't able to function because he doesn't know English or something like that. So I don't know, but there's definitely more to the story for sure. um I don't know how much more information we're going to get. It's just not very empathetic of the police to have broken the news to this family and then to turn around and handcuff the individual. Now, a lot of people are saying that that's not true. I don't see how a big handful of people would have gotten that information that this poor gentleman was handcuffed and arrested or detained. Um, or as to why they would say that if it didn't occur. Of course, the live stream or the live recording of the event was taken down by the channel it was on. And so we can't really go and try and decipher what it was or what they said in it. So there's that. But we do know this poor young man was found in the bottom of this retention pond, and they have definitely they've had a vigil last night. I really hope that there's something there that we could possibly put our little turtle at, and maybe we could kind of see what exactly they've got going on there. Just kind of just because I'm at lunch and I'm actually available today, so I figured I'd take you guys over here for this little ride. See, you can see his condos like from right here already. And these are really kind of brand new condos, so I don't know. Also, it was alleged that there was a video of two individuals at the pond, and that there was two individuals standing on the pond water or whatever. And if that's the case, I can't even imagine that. I really can't, because I can't imagine another human being um not letting someone know, hey, there's a an individual that was here and now they're no longer with us, they're under this waterway. So I can't even imagine that. Um see, these are, I kind of feel like it's possible that they had actually, okay, I'm just talking to myself, you guys don't mind me. Chat amongst yourselves. And see, the fountain is working right now on this park and this waterway, and there's nothing over here to show that there would be any kind of memorial or that there was any kind of scene. So now I'm just gonna get a little bit nosy and just drive around like a nosy Karen. Hey, Brad. Oh man, this is the one that Jimmy got out and looked in. So maybe that wasn't the one that he was actually found in, but this is one of those really fancy condominium type apartment complexes, and they definitely have at least two. I'm trying to get this person from behind me. Like, you don't really have to be that close to me, sir. Sorry, guys. What's the color on your lips? The color on my lips is a plump, plumper, extreme, extreme duck plump, and it's called Mauve Out My Way. I don't know where exactly this waterway is, but we're just gonna kind of just venture around just to see what it kind of looks like around here. Okay. I feel like I'm just intruding, but at the same time, I kind of want to pay my respects, and I think that I should be allowed to do that. So therefore, here we are. If we get to drive around the parking lot, um, just to kind of just drive and see the scenery, then thank you. I actually bought these glasses for Dolly one year for, oh god, what street am I on? Sorry. A hint of orange. It's mauve. Mauve. I don't think that it's orange. I think it's like a rose pink color. Let's see. Man, this is very different to what it looked like just 2 days ago. There was just cops posted out everywhere on every corner. It's like there was a police vehicle with a policeman inside of it. I still don't really understand why they did state that this was an abduction, but they basically tried to reiterate that they had rhyme or reason to classify this as an abduction, and it still kind of doesn't make sense to me. And a lot of people are asking, well, why did it take them so long to search the waterway? And I kind of thought the same. I really did. But ultimately, if they had waited, basically, the last time this child was seen alive is 2 p.m. that Friday. And so if they would have started investigating at 8, there would have been no rhyme or reason to hurry. I mean, yes, it would have gotten solved quicker, and yes, it would have been better to find the poor boy sooner versus later. But it's like you're always going to find somebody that has something wrong with something you've done. Like nothing is ever good enough for some people. And I feel like a lot of people that actually do watch true crime and that do I'll just hold on. A lot of people that watch true crime know that basically this was a very fast response as to how quickly they were able to determine what was going on with this poor young boy. I'm gonna put the chat on whatchamacallit. Hold on. I gotta stop to do it. I don't wanna get distracted. I kind of know where I am, but I kinda don't. So just be a second. Okay, that should have fixed that. Thank you guys. Sorry about that. Every time that I don't put the chat on members only or subscribers only, there's always somebody that wants to come in and just be smart ass. I'm feeling better. Yes, I'm not 100%. I still have a little bit of a rash, but I'm definitely feeling a little bit better. So I am excited for that because I've kind of been like I've been out of it. I've been kind of half asleep, like even when I've been up. It's weird. It's just like okay, here's their main. This is where we were standing at, where he went to drone right here by the park. It's completely almost all the way gone. So yeah, just a little itchy, but not really. I'm okay. So this is where, and you guys can't really see it. And I didn't bring the other stand for the phone. I was hoping to get out, which once I figure out where this water is, I'll get out. But just taking a look around now at first, just to kind of see where I'm at, get my footing. Um, but yeah, it's kind of like a somber moment driving through here. I feel so bad for this family. Like when you look at the mom's profile, the mom posted a bunch of stuff and basically said every single possible way to contact her to the public. And I'm thinking like, man, you just got screwed by this person. There was a person that stole $500 from them. And I'm like, you just got screwed by that person and now you're just back here again, just giving them your phone number. You're like, she gave out her routing number, her account number for her bank. I'm sitting there like, don't do that. Uh, but this isn't it. This is Fulton Avenue, in case anybody wants to come find me. I'm not popular yet, so it's okay. Nobody's gonna come get me in my car anyway. And I swear, I know you can see, it's fine. I know you can see. It's not a secret where I am. I'm in the neighborhood. This poor boy went missing and then was found in a pond, a retention pond. So I'm not I know where I'm at and that everybody would or should or could look up exactly where I'm at. I'm not gonna be here long. I gotta go back to work eventually. I'm just on my lunch break and I figured I'd come over here to try and pay some respects if I could, but I'm not even sure that there's actually anything even here, to tell you the truth. It's like here's the street that he was last seen on. Oh, and this window is so dirty. I should have known better. Watch. I'm gonna flip this. Yeah, this is the street. It's a very somber moment here for these people. I can imagine. I'd be so sad if like this was my neighborhood. And I mean, I don't even have any connection to this. It's just like it's crazy how quickly you can get sucked into feeling some type of way for something. Like I don't know. It's like I just feel so sad for this family. This poor mother lost her poor boy. He was an only child. And so like you don't really I don't believe that you get your footing back from that. Like, I don't believe you ever go back to being okay after that. I just, it's really sad. And, there's not much we can do about it, but just, yeah, what can you say? I'm trying to see, there's a waterway right there, but there's definitely nothing there as for like something that could be a memorial. So I don't know. And I'm not gonna just go put a random stuffy somewhere. Maybe I could come back here with Dolly either this weekend or sometime later, and we could figure out exactly where the location is. But I mean, if you can see right here, that is ice. That is still iced over. But as of the time we were here, um, the day that we came here to look, there was no fountain on. And so basically, it's like um there was a question by a lot of the chat members that I saw, and they were asking, why was it that this poor boy was underwater by 8 feet, and why did they not find him, or why didn't they um float up? And they said it was because of this filtration system with this fountain. And so basically there was a suctioning, and therefore he might have been getting pulled down. So it's hard to know, it's hard to tell. Let me do this. I'm gonna drive around just for another minute. I know that there was another waterway we just passed when I went into the facility, but I don't know. I don't know they're gonna even have anything to showcase where it's at or where he was pulled out of. But yes, they did drain it. So I don't know if they refilled it instantly, or they I don't know how they worked, but they drained it and then they pulled him out, and then I believe they must have just refilled it. I really don't know how that works. But it's just terrible that this poor mother, and I don't know about the father. I mean, of course, poor father also. I hate to say, just poor mother. It's just, I don't know what the situation is with the father. And a lot of people just, when something happens like this, a lot of people want to instinctively blame somebody. Like, it can't be the blame to be on the poor child who didn't know any better. But yet sometimes it just is what it is. It's not that he's to blame. It's simply that he was reckless and didn't have um guidance at that moment in time to tell him, hey, don't go on the waterway. It's ice. It's going to break. You could fall in. So that doesn't necessarily mean that one of his parents is to blame, but if it is true for the rumors that are being said, and that he may have possibly been kicked out of the house by the female or the male person that's in his life, which is his father or his stepfather, both are being said. But, then I pray for justice for that, because that's not okay. It's not okay to kick your 12-year-old out on the street and just tell them to go fend for themselves, because at that point in time they're not old enough, they're not an adult, they can't go and get a job. Thank you, Eve Loves God. I love that name. It's a beautiful name. So it's the stepdad still in jail. I actually haven't looked him up. I meant to, but I got busy at work, and he would be in the system still if he's still in. But I just, I don't know. It just seems so heartless to arrest somebody right then and there, like, hey, your kid's gone. Now we gotta cuff you. I don't know how that works, or I don't know what the circumstances actually are. But Shani B, sorry I don't follow the case very long. And was there a ransom note? What happened was, okay, and this is where a lot of people got confused, is that there was the child gone missing, and then once they realized he was missing, once they reported him missing, he was the family, they went on to Facebook Live and they were talking on Facebook Live, basically saying, "Thank you, Eve loves God. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much." But they were live on Facebook saying, "Hey, my kid's missing. If anybody sees him, please call me." And then she put her number up there. Hey, Summer Jade. And so the mom puts her phone number up for people to call in case they've seen the kid. And that opens the opportunity for scammers to contact them on WhatsApp. And so WhatsApp is basically like Messenger to me. I've never really used WhatsApp, so I'm not even certain what it actually is now that I think about it. But it's somewhere that you need your phone number to be able to contact the person. And so that's what opened up the doorway for the scammers, is that the mother posted her WhatsApp so that, somebody, if they've seen her child, they could call her. Well, lo and behold, the scammers got a hold of the number, decided that they were going to call it or text it or use WhatsApp with it and say, "Here, we have your kid, give us $500." He was 12 years old. And so from that point, the police get notice of the fact that there's now been a ransom, which these people paid. These people paid $500 to get their kid back, which I don't know. Like, if somebody asked for $500 and claims to have my kid, I would think that was like a teeny tiny amount. Like, my kid is worth way more than $5, but it would throw up huge red flags for me. But clearly, there's a language barrier and there's, some issues with translation here with this case. And so she paid it, but then, of course, they notified police right afterwards, and then police looked at that as a possible ransom. And so it didn't end up being a ransom. Like, they did not ever have the boy. It is alluded that he drowned playing on top of a lake that was frozen over. And now we just kind of gotta put closure to it by just letting the poor boy rest. Hopefully his parents um didn't do that to him. I know his mom didn't, but with his dad allegedly possibly being one that, kicked him outside, it could still be something that he would have to face consequences for. But it's still sad. He still loses his kid. It's a no-win battle for all of them. And yeah, have you tried Benadryl cream for your itching hives? I always find it. I have Benadryl cream. I have cortisone cream. I've taken Benadryl. I've taken Zyrtec. I've probably OD'd on that stuff in the last 24 hours, honestly. But it's going down. Uh, I didn't even remember it was still itchy. So, see, it's almost all the way down. But yeah, I knew that there was another. Okay, here's the other pond. I'm like, I knew there was another pond that I could drive right up to, and I couldn't remember how to get there. And this, is it me, or is just the complexes that have like apartments and condos and whatnot? They always seem like they loop around, and you're like stuck in this like labyrinth maze. That's what I was just in just now. Oh, this isn't nice. I like it. Huh? Maybe I could park somewhere, and we could. Am I back? It said I was disconnected there for a second. All right, we're gonna put flashers on and just get out and kind of look. All right, 2 seconds. Do not park fire lane. 2 seconds will be okay. Hey, OG Granny. Hope you're having a great day. I don't know what happened. I just suddenly just lost connection. All right, we're gonna hop out for 2 seconds, just so I can show you guys. And I don't know if it was this lake or if it was the other pond. I keep calling it a lake. I think this is a pond, a retention pond. But man, I don't know if it was this one or if it was the other one, but they're both pretty big. Um, this one doesn't seem to have ice on it anymore, and there's definitely nothing to like show that there was anything that happened here, which I was kind of hoping that there was, but This might not even be the right one. There's definitely 2 or 3 in this direct area, and since I'm just taking a quick lunch break, I don't really have time to kind of find which one it was or yeah. Thank you. Which one is teal? The goal isn't moving up. Really? I think that one is teal. That's crazy. I'm mad that I did that because if it's not teal, it's not counting the goal. That sucks. I'll have to figure that out, the goal thing. I just figured it was close to impossible to get 10 in 30 minutes. Every time that I've ever done this, I've never been able to get 10 in 30 minutes. And so coming back for a third live would be fun, but I just figured it was just not going to happen either way. But, you know, I need better realistic expectations, I guess. Was that one the teal one? Really? I tried both colors close to get teal. I thought teal was the 4.99 one. But I don't know. Either way, I'll see what I can do. I don't wanna trick you guys into doing, donations if I'm not gonna hold up my end of the bargain. Shut up, Anna. You're pathetic. Go get a life. Go touch grass. Ah, I love it. Anna's obsessed with my boyfriend, and, the teal is 10? No, the yellow is 10. I wouldn't have done 10. Mm. Y'all don't gotta leave Anna. I love it. I love that for you. Stay jealous. Oh God, I kind of want to drive one more time. Let me see. This little area is so cute. These little complex buildings are like, I think this is super new. And I mean, you've got to be somewhat okay and stable in life to be in one of these. It's like a super high end. I think these are technically, I think these are condos. I forgot what I was gonna say there for a second. Oh my God. And see, here's the other one. This one is more, this one has two, but see, they don't even have anywhere for that. I'm going to get out on this one too. I'm going to get out. Okay. We're going to do a moment of silence for Anna because, right? Anna, you know what's disrespect? You're disrespect. You're disrespectful, Anna. Get a life. Go touch grass. Go find a man in real life. And I can't believe I would think that they would have some kind of memorial or some kind of placement to where you could place something like in his honor, maybe. Um, God, it just feels so sad just standing here. And see, these fountains weren't working when we came here, so I don't know, like, if that just all of a sudden just defrosted and everything just, I don't know. The bench memorial. Yeah, there's nothing that I could see on it. Like, I don't see any kind of flowers or balloons or anything that would symbolize that that was a memorial. I think that's just a bench that was there before all of this happened. Mm. Man, and if they drained this, how did they get it all filled? I don't know how that works, but it's just so sad. If they drained it and filled it back up, it's like maybe it was up higher, maybe they just like filled it halfway. Cause see how where the rocks are right here? I feel like the water would have been a lot more filled. It's a runoff. I thought it was a retention pond. Is that the same thing as a retention pond? Caffeinated Duchess, have a good day. But see, this is the part that's still frozen over. I mean, you could clearly see that it's still frozen over, but the fountains definitely weren't working on Saturday when we came over here. I don't know if this was the pond. There's 2 or 3 of them in the complex, but I was hoping that they would have some kind of memorial, but they don't. And he did say that he wanted to play on it. I guess his mom had told the police officer that they needed to check the waters because he was very curious on if he could um stand on the ice. And so it's possible. They haven't said exactly what happened or how it happened or who done it, which am I back? Okay, yeah. It just keeps saying I'm reconnecting and I have like 5 bars. So I don't really know what the problem is. And no, I don't see any crime tape at all. So I might, for all I know, I'm at the wrong pond. I don't know. But this is the one that we got out and looked at because the outside perimeter of the waterway was still frozen and it looked frozen almost to the center and the fountains weren't on. Oh, you're welcome. We're probably going to do a moment of silence since Anna felt the need to come in here and tell me how disrespectful and nasty I am. All right, guys. I didn't really have a plan or a way I was gonna execute this whole thing. I just wanted to show you guys kind of where we're at. It's like something that was such a huge tragedy yesterday just goes right back to everyday life. Everybody's just on the go and it's you know, almost like it never happened. So hold on, guys. I gotta put this back over here. Uh, yeah, I didn't expect that to take over me like that. Uh, It was like you could feel a sadness there, and I don't even know like if that's even the place that the kid was freaking found in. And it just, God, I swear it must be like going into freaking menopause or something. I'm not old enough, but it's like I don't usually cry. I don't hug people. I'm not a mushy person, but it's at the smaller pond. There's only 2, and the other one looked just as big, it just had 1 fountain, but yeah, this was the easier place to stop, so, okay, okay. Well, we were at that one too, and there's not even a bench at that one, but yeah, it's just sad. Like, I just can't imagine, my kid is adventurous, my kid climbs trees, and my kid goes, ice skating in the roller rink, like, in the actual ice skating rink, but still, it's like something just so simple as, trying to brave out and walk on ice on a frozen pond could end your life. Like, and then the parents, how do they prevent that? Like, tell the kid to be sheltered and make sure that, um, you know what? And I actually have that, April. That's crazy you said that. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. But so yeah, poor 12-year-old's gone, and yeah, hopefully there's nothing anything nefarious um going on with it. I just sometimes things happen. They always say the good are gone too fast. Only the good go and the bad people stay alive forever. I mean, I don't know that I would say all that, but it's definitely sad. It's definitely a child that still had plenty of his life to live. And I don't know. I don't know how anybody could ever, I don't know. It's sad. I kind of really wanted to put something at a placement where they, I wish they had some kind of memorial site, but I can go look at the other pond again for a minute and see, but I don't know. The other pond was definitely closer to the Micah Avenue location where they said he was last seen at, so that would make more sense. And I thought it was the last one, but that one didn't even have a bench or anywhere that there would be a place to leave something, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna litter and leave just a random stuffy somewhere. It's just like, I don't know. Like, I wish there was something that I could do or something that would make me feel okay again. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I wish there was something that would make me feel better. Like, here I am, I left you this. Like, as if, the person could see it or hear me say that. It's like clearly that's not realistic and that's not how life works. But I sometimes wish it was. So I'm gonna just keep head on out because I can't afford to freaking start crying like a big baby. And if it was at the first pond we were at, we saw it, and there's definitely nowhere that I could leave anything there. So we don't need to see it again. But it sucks. It's sad. I just see. Here's the small pond. Just happened to drive right by it. I was gonna not stop, but it's here. So there's ducks in it. Like, there's ducks just living their best life. in this pond, guys. Like, these ducks are just here, just they don't even know. Watch. Oh God. Mhm. See how this one only has one fountain? The other one is bigger. But yeah. Okay, suck it up, Buttercup. And yeah, look, I almost have no rash. Yes. How deep? They said that he was in 8 feet. I mean, I can't imagine. I would have never thought that was 8 foot deep, but yeah, and if they drained that, do they really? This is where we were looking, yes. This is exactly where we were looking. But it's like, how do they drained it and then they what fill it right back up? Like, where do they keep the water and where do they put the water? It's like, did they just suck it up and keep it on the engine? I think they do it with the fire trucks, and then they just put it back in once they get what they need out. I thought about that crafts and crime. I kind of wanted to leave the stuffy by the tree, but I don't know. I don't want to litter. Like, the ducks aren't going to use it and nobody's going to know what it's there for. It's like I kind of want to, but I kind of just I don't know. Divers found him, yeah. See, watch. Here, I'm gonna get out real fast. I only got a little bit of time left, so just because this is where okay, I think I see now. God. Now we're gonna blubber again. Let me put my hazards because I'm kind of on the side of the road, but I'm all the way over, like I shouldn't have a problem. Just, just in case. And now all the ducks are over here. Look at 'em. All right, turn you around. I can't believe there's nothing out here to like mark that this was a spot. It just makes me so sad. See, this water doesn't have any ice on it anymore. You're right. Maybe we should do one by his house, but I don't even know that he lived in this neighborhood. What they said in one of the news articles was that he lived in the apartment complexes by the condos. And there was some apartment complexes on the other side of the one street when I first came into the complex. Um, Here, I mean, I'll put it out. Let's see. I'll put it out. This is the last time I'm getting out. This is a lot more difficult to navigate. Let's see. I mean, I'm gonna go down here. It's not just gonna be up top somewhere. You know what? I'm gonna put him right here, next to the whatever this pink thing is. There he is. Rest well, Sebastian. Juan Sebastian. The ducks think that it's a toy for them. Don't come over here and take the toy. I'm gonna have to beat you. I bet these ducks get fed. That's why they're coming over here. It's not food. It's not food. Go away, ducks. Okay, now that we've gotten all the sad stuff out for the day, it's time to go back to work. And yeah, life goes on, right? Ugh, I guarantee you those ducks get fed. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip side. I gotta go get back to work, and there's no reason to keep you guys. We've done did all the sad stuff, and now I gotta go find a freaking happy video to watch or something to kind of put me out of the funk. But you guys have been great. Thank you so much for being here with me, and talk to you guys soon. Have a good rest of your day, bicycle.